been pushed into a corner. I think we can expect both these MPL regions to bring it all to bear. Ladies and gentlemen, the drafting phase for game number 3. Team Falcons from Saudi Arabia on the blue side. Team SMG from Malaysia on the red.
I'm not surprised that Bruno was banned because the Claude was a big factor why game number 1 went over to Falcons.
Yep.
Game number 2, it was the Bruno. And the Bruno does make it so that it's difficult for you to pick up the Claude. Team SMG has to be careful of that because now Falcon is able to take the Claude on the 2nd and 3rd pick.
The Claude. It's one of those heroes that's a little bit difficult to really consider because he's not that strong in the laning phase. He takes a very long time to come online, but the flexibility in his gameplay always makes it so that he is a threat in the right hands.
Wow.
And a lot of respect coming in from Team Falcons here. Panning out that Lilia as well.
Oh, still showing the bromance here. They're already making this into a meme. But yeah, Falcon, look at the respect. Bruno as well as Lilia. SMG, I kind of feel like the Lilia ban may have threw them off a bit because I'm pretty sure they expected the Bruno, but not the Lilia. Well, at least our analysis was on point.
Right.
That Lilia was a problem.
She was, yeah, definitely. The way they played it too, and so it begs the question, Team Falcons, what do they want to take with a priority pick? That's the Nolan being banned out. And I almost wonder too, you know, in terms of the jungle pick alone, do you really want to go with some of the risk, or do you want to actually go opt towards the utility so that you can compete when it comes to those turtles? This is a great first pick though, the Matilda.
I don't like the heroes I'm seeing, but Baxia and Angela is open. It's a strong pick. I just don't want Stormy playing the Angela. He can play, don't get me wrong. It's just the team dynamics change.
I think a lot of us look at it and think it's a bit of a waste of Stormy's potential because he's capable of making individual plays so effectively. Don't get me wrong, his Angela is actually kind of terrifying, but it does limit what he can do as a solo hero on the Land of Dawn. For now though, it does look like they're gonna go with that 1-1 pick, and
this
we
is
got
a trend.
an audience member.
This is a trend.
These guys got a lot of diamonds, man.
Hey, Malaysia, man.
Ooh.
All right, future enforcer. All right,
Not bad, not bad.
not bad. But the next one.
Oh, okay. That's all
yeah,
right.
he's pushing more.
There's more.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but definitely not the luckiest man we have here.
Yeah, it's not like.
I guess 3rd time wasn't the charm.
Oh yeah, that was the 3rd time.
Why don't we draw on the desk?
I already got the skins.
I already used my half off 10 times.
I'm saving my diamonds for that Yuzong.
For the M5 pass.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm already at level 30 or 40 something. I'm keeping it.
Man knows his priorities, but also Matilda Faramis. This is a support combo that has messed with lots of teams, and they're pairing it up with the Claude as well.
I'll just try to do it again.
Matilda is 100% win. It hit 7 games straight.
Really?
So
Matilda has not lost.
Team SMG has to break the streak.
Prepare for the return of awesomeness.
Right now, Falcons draft is looking good because he has the Matilda 100%, but the Faramis is good against the 1-1. The Faramis can cause the 1-1 to make a mistake.
Yeah, that.
I'm not feeling good.
We gotta hold out hope for now. The Phobius ban is a smart choice. He
Very
got
smart.
the 1-1.
Yep.
You don't want to let him spam that demonic force, even if you've shown so far that you're able to balance it out among your teammates. Better not to just have to deal with it at all. What will Team Falcons want to look to ban at this point?
Again, at this point, you know, they could focus on. Now, the funny thing is, your first 3 picks, you can do quite a bit with, right? We have to see really what they want to round it out, especially with the XP lane. But I still feel like, obviously, the Akai from Team SMG. Now, could that be flexed, or is it just going to go in the hands of the in the jungle? What do you think?
The Akai?
Because yeah, the Akai.
I feel like it is going to be in the jungle. Actually, now that you say it,
Like that's my main question, right? So
I think
it is going to be in jungle.
Yeah.
I think based on the bans, it is going to be in the jungle because why would you ban the Boxel? because you could have taken the box here yourself, right? So I feel like it is going into the jungle, but I like that Falcon, they're really focusing on the EXP ban because Smooth has been silently doing a good job.
What if he just goes Arlot?
What if he goes Benedetta? It's one of those heroes that he's just like, Coach, I don't want to overthink it. Just give me the Benedetta and let's
Keep it simple.
hope for the best.
The
And
win rates-
Arla has been banned.
Oh, there's the there's the Arlot ban.
Could it be? Like, it's not the best into the Faramis, but still works pretty well.
It could be the best. When you have a Faramis, you want to clump up.
That is
That
true.
Petrify could hit everyone. And then
Or
after,
like the Yuzong.
Oh yeah, Yuzong's pretty good too.
Yeah, Yuzong.
Yeah, Yuzong. Yuzong's great. I'm back.
But the
There it is.
Benedetta would be able to make sure that any like logic backdooring will be a lot easier to deal with in
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
comparison.
Yuzong is the same.
Yeah,
you
but
can keep it under control.
when you
Yeah.
play Yuzong, you have a tendency to want to join the team fight.
But no matter whatever hero you have, if you tunnel vision, you know,
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah.
That's true.
goes out the window, right?
Angela's still open, and
Oh.
they're not taking it. They're taking the Terizla. So, ton of vision, man. They have to. They have to win the map control.
Remember too, if this is a 2-1 in favor of Falcon, there's a 3-way tiebreaker.
Yeah, but
Yep.
that's I don't know, man.
Just saying, just throwing out there.
Yeah, I know, but I really feel like Falcon will win.
Well, if Team SMG wins, we know who places in the first and second.
Yeah, we'll see though. The Yuzong is grabbed by Falcons and they round up their draft with that Martis. When you combine that with the Matilda Faramis, early game is scary. We got one. Oh, it's
Oh.
from Uncle. Oh, no.
Oh,
No? He's saying, that's the best skin. That's
The
the
Blue
way.
Spectre, the one you can't buy.
the one you can buy.
That is true, actually. That's pretty rare.
You're pretty rare.
Wasn't
Thank
there
you.
only a certain way you could get it?
Yeah. I forgot how, because
I think it was different per region though, because
Oh, yeah.
I know in the Philippines there was a certain way to get it. So
I don't
Sure.
even remember if I was around at that time. I'm gonna be
no, you were
honest.
born last year.
Yeah,
You were born last year, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains it. But with the troll
Excuse
pick-
me. How's your heart doing? Because my heart is beating so fast, you can listen to it. That does not sound like a heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that quite worked.
All right. I'm sorry. It
think
sounded
that-
different in my head.
I think we gotta check your heart, man. That sounded a bit off. For now, though,
still no.
we're gonna hope that
Right.
everyone's heart is beating and that everyone is prepared for what is to come. Two teams with dreams of making it to M5. Two teams with second chances granted from their respective MPL regions. 10 players with one goal that will clash upon the land of Dawn. Let's go for game 3 between Team SMG and Team Falcons. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and show these teams all the support you can because they are going to need it.
If you're wearing headphones, I'm giving you 3 seconds to take them out for now. Let's go game number 3! This is what the wild card is about.
That was the fastest 3 seconds that I've ever heard.
Hey, I can't count.
Understandable. For now, Miko not going to be able to get that purple buff, but does force Leo to use his retribution. For now, the mid lane continues to be pretty bloody. Stormy and Goodnight are both very aggressive players, it seems.
Yeah. I feel like Stormy's probably one of the more aggressive, Valentina players, and that sometimes that's what it takes.
It's almost like he thinks to himself, is this a bad idea?
Oh, good night! And there's Stormy on the board, first blood.
Dude, this is why I love this guy.
There's a reason we call him the Mage Prodigy here. This is a very young player that's already shown his personality on the stage. Miko just standing there threateningly. Not gonna go for it for now.
Yeah.
Leo has hit that level 4.
Stormy is one of those players you do not claim you're the best in front of him. It brings out something that you don't want to see. And honestly, looking at this match right now, Stormy goes in again. Like, he is at a disadvantage when it comes to HP, but Team Falcons right now, Claude is doing very well against this 1-1. And I want to see for Team Falcons and Team SMG, will this be a focus?
Yeah, previously Team SMG put a lot of attention towards that gold lane, but that's when Sasa was on the Bruno. You could really abuse that hero's early game damage. On the 1-1, that's not going to be quite the same. So we can see that there is a shift in which parts of the map they are approaching. For now, though, first turtle is up, and Leo is going to be the one dragging it over to his side.
Yep, Saksa waiting for the rest of the team to get here. Stormy holding on to the Decimate. Might actually just commit this on Leo if he forces him out.
Ooh.
Smooth gonna jump in, goes for it and gets it. Stormy again. A menace here for the Falcons, and that's the turtle taken as well for Saksa.
This is why I don't want Stormy on the Angela, man.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, he can't do that.
He can't do that.
I totally forgot to mention that when let them out of every spell in the game, I think Stormy loves Decimate the most. No matter how many other good ultimates there are, if there's a Martis, it's go time for this, man. And so, let's hope Team Falcons didn't... Oh!
That's gonna be the lockdown. Hulk is taken out. It's like clockwork there for Team SMG, able to get it. And they're still gonna put the pressure now on the orange buff. They're gonna wait there for the rest of the squad. Leo, it could be in trouble. He needs the help of his team. NetherRealm comes through though. And can they battle it out? Leo's gonna fall. Miko from the backside. They get the flicker out from Goodnight though.
Yeah, they saw Miko coming down.
Still,
Miko goes back.
Goes in, gets the way of the dragon. It's him and Smooth. Won't be able to get the kill they were looking for though.
But they're able to force out quite a good number of resources from Team Falcons. Team SMG starting to feel themselves a little bit, which is good. But we want to avoid that tunnel visioning from happening. For now, Stormy already got the entire mid lane gold shield, so that's going to be a pretty farm Valentina.
Right now, it's just 3 minutes into the game, going into the 4th minute. Team SMG already has a 3,000 gold lead. Doesn't matter when you have a Claude, because the Claude can do quite a lot. Because especially when you're looking at the team composition coming in from Team Falcons, they have a lot of ways to kite back. Because one of the weaknesses about... Oh, but before that, Saksa, are you committing?
I think they're still going to battle it out. Leo could be in trouble. Miko was there, but not going to go any further. Again, this lead that they have. Focus here on the top side now. Lautrec going to be forced to use that blazing duet, but they just want to push him out of the lane, and Saksa will just be fine here. But that's the turret gold going over to the hands of Sasa. Turtle now up.
Ooh, very scary there for Lautrec, but he's able to get just far enough in time to make sure that the Way of the Dragon doesn't put him in a really bad spot. But Team SMG maintaining full control over this half of the map here. Turtle goes to them. Oh. Even the NetherRealm forced on a single hero here by Goodnight.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a good idea for Team SMG to not put your foot off the gas. This is the moment where you want to keep pushing your advantages, try to make sure that you have full vision of your opponents, and that's what they're doing right now. This is very aggressive, but this is at the same time very, very disciplined.
Okay, Leo, he was going to get kicked here again into the jungle. Team SMG is playing around with this lead they have, not fully committing on anything, but just showing presence.
I just want to point out, Team SMG's idea of a rotation is not to outpace your opponent, it's to stop your opponents.
Yeah, Hulk, he'll be fine. He's got the shot.
That's a lot of damage, though. I'm wondering what Smooth's itemization is here. I wouldn't be surprised if he did go for that Hunter Strike at this stage. 5k lead in 5 minutes. Team SMG keeping up the pace, forcing the momentum. And does look like Stormy is keeping Lautrec in check as well, just to make sure he doesn't get that free win again.
Yeah, right now in the bottom lane, Hulk taking quite a lot of damage from Sasa. Sasa was
Sasa wants to go for crossbow Tang. You can't go out of here, he says. Sasa could be in trouble now. He's got the help of Miko. Leo going to be joining the fight as well. Going to find Miko. Sasa left to his own. He will fall. They get the flicker out, and Smooth's going to go in with the penalty zone. Just trying to buy some time. Trying to buy some space. Stormy now gets the call off, but again, meanwhile, Saksa working on the mid.
And Lautrec is up to his old tricks.
Oh, what? Stormy finds Leo in the jungle, gets that kill as well. This Valentina, I get the feeling, is going to be the real threat once we get into that late game stage.
The game is not over until the crystal is broken. And even with Team SMG with this lead, game number 1 still haunts me. And Team Falcons, it looks like the way that they've been giving space, Logic could do it again. Team SMG right now has a good lead, has good map control, but Logic now has the Demon Hunter sword. He can contribute a little bit more to the fight.
We'll see whether or not he will do that for now. We know that
Miko.
Oh, Miko!
Gonna go in with Way of the Dragon, but they spotted Stormy out. Circling Eel committed to. Now Miko the one in trouble. Leo wanted to get that Decimate. The flicker goes through. Good night. Can't get the kill though. Decimate comes through from Leo. Gets Stormy. So a little bit of a revenge. And flicker out from Smooth's penalty zone.
Not sure if that was the most worth it. Stormy at this point is going to be worth a lot more as compared to Miko, and that's going to be a 4-kill shutdown going into the pockets of Leo on this Martis.
Let me just say as well, Team SMG, they're starting to make mistakes. Sasa forcing it to kill Hulk, I don't know if that was worth it or not as well. And Miko trying to get a kick that wasn't going to result in a kill.
Yeah.
That's not good. Team SMG, they're putting a lot of pressure, but at the same time, they got to calm down. They can't make these mistakes because Team Falcon has proven themselves as a team that will take those mistakes and makes you regret it.
But it does look like they're playing it a little safer this time. You see that third item is Wind of Nature for Sasa, so he's trying to make sure that he doesn't get caught out like that again.
Smooth gonna jump in there, Sox to receive him, guiding Winds out. But he's probably gonna have to give up his buff as he does, makes his way to the orange. Team SMG just continuing what they did in the previous game, trying to focus on choking out Leo here.
So not a bad idea, as long as they're able to keep an eye on Lotric as well. And so far, it does seem like they're doing that. If Miko is able to mark the Claude most of the time, then Team SMG will be able to maintain this map control. As of right now, they've only lost a single tower the entire game, so things are on track. And Sasa...
Sasa again looking for the airtime if he can get it. Crossbow tag won't happen. He falls a little overconfident. And now Smooth and Miko on the run. They have to disengage. Stormy's here though. Do they actually want to go for this? His damage is there. But now they back off a little bit more. Miko gets the kick. The Way of the Dragon Super going to be in trouble. Couple hits away. He will fall. They're going to battle it out. Miko flickers out. Leo now in the front of it all. He gets taken down.
Ooh, they somehow turn it around there. The move by Sasa was definitely a huge mistake. No reason for him to overextend himself in that situation. But then Team Falcons got a little bit confident themselves, rushing in. Miko getting that kick, setting up for Stormy. And now SMG are able to control the Lord Pit once again.
I mean, I can't blame Team Falcons for trying to push their advantage because Sasa is the main damage dealer. And at that point, they might have forgotten how strong Stormy is on his Valentina, which begs the question. They gotta be careful of Stormy's 5-1-1, and now the Divine Glaive is there.
Ooh.
Team Falcons, if Team SMG is not setting up, you gotta be careful because Stormy kinda doesn't need a setup.
Yeah, absolutely not. This man makes the... Oh, but he may be walking too far.
Stormy's got the Nether Realm. Smooth gonna jump in with the penalty zone. He finds Good Night, and he's taken out. Hulk has to get out of there with the dragon form. Leo left to his own. Mortal Coils out, gets the Terrify. Should be fine though, but the pressure's still there, and Lord making its way on the top side.
Ooh, things are looking really... Oh, Stormy could be in trouble.
Stormy, can he get away? They jump in once again. Lotric is deleted with a quick, decisive maneuver from Team SMG, and the Lord is still making its way.
Right now, 9.2k goal lead for Team SMG. Everyone for Team Falcons is inside the base. Sasa goes in.
Sox are gonna go in with a heavy spin. They find Hulk. He's trying to buy some time, run away. Top turret finally gonna go down. Good Night and Leo quite low. They've got to be able to defend this Team SMG. We're gonna cap out the series here. Good Night flickers out, but the crossbow tag comes through. They take out Good Night. They work on the base, and Team SMG clips the Falcons' wings, and they secure their spot in the crossover match.
The hometown squad clinches it with a 2-1 victory. Team SMG cements their spot in the crossover matches and keeps their dreams of moving on into the M5 main stage alive.
I'm lost for words. Sorry for Team Falcons. I thought you guys were going to win. But Team SMG, they do not want to lose the same way. The way they controlled the map, they didn't give any space for Team Falcons.
What a performance here. This is a team that was not willing to take prisoners any longer. After a Game 1 performance that ended disappointingly, they were able to pick things back up and secure their spot, moving on in a very clean fashion. We're of course gonna throw it over to Rose on stage because I think we're all curious about what Team SMG has to say.
And Geospace is currently super duper hype because SMG will be advancing to tomorrow's best of 5 series. So, guys, first of all, let's give Team SMG a warm round of applause. All right, congratulations, boys. Okay, Sasa. So, tomorrow, you guys will be playing in the crossover match, right? How does it feel to have everybody here cheering for Team SMG?
I feel so good. This is so good. Never feel like just I have so many supporters support us, and then thank you so much.
All right, so just now in the first game, what was that backdoor? What happened?
Just give 1 point lah. Kasih selu.
Okay, all right, this is interesting. Sasa seems very happy today, all right? Okay, so give it to Miko. Miko, you are one best of 5 series away from going back to the Philippines and playing for the M5 World Championship. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good? Are you ready to show the Filipinos what SMG has?
Just wait for tomorrow.
All right, Saksa. What about you? You'll be going back to the Philippines if you guys win your best of 5 tomorrow. Are you ready to showcase to the Filipinos there that, you know, SMG is a team to be afraid of? Tagalog, all right. Pag nanalo kayo sa best of 5 series nyo bukas, uuwi kayo ng Pilipinas at i-represent nyo ang SMG. Ready na ba kayo ipakita sa mga Pilipino at sa buong mundo na malakas din ang SMG?
Yes.
Ang haba. I asked a very long question and he answered with just a yes.
Wait. So, sobrang saya ko na makakapaglaro sa M5. Mas lalo ko pang gagalingan bukas para makapasok.
Wow! He said he's super happy if SMG manages to qualify for M5. And of course, he's gonna do even better tomorrow to ensure that 1 ticket will be going to Team SMG. All right, before we end it, let's give it to Coach Pao. Coach, these 2 players are not the only Filipinos here. You're also Filipino. As a coach, you are 1 game away from going back to the Philippines and representing Team SMG. How are you feeling? How stoked are you?
To be honest, job's not finished. We still have tomorrow. So I'm still focused on tomorrow. Let's not celebrate too early.
All right. Okay. Can we please give the mic to Stormy? Stormy, any final words or any words you want to tell to the supporters of Team SMG and the entire Malaysia that is backing you in your journey here?
To our fans and Flame Boys, thanks so much for supporting us. And yang lain juga, thank you so much untuk datang. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, guys. This is an amazing moment for the Malaysian representative because they are 1 best of 5 series away from getting another slot in the M5 World Championship that will be happening in Manila. So with that, let us show it over to the casters to find out what happened in this full best of 3 series. Casters, take it away.
Thank you very much once again to Rose up on stage, and of course, congratulations to Team SMG. As a Malaysian, I'm very proud, and Lafell can finally breathe a sigh of relief as well. Looks like, let's just give him the moment.
Yeah, you can
I'm
have
not going
that.
to say much. Let action speak louder for its words, because I'm a professional caster. I don't do much. Hi. You guys enjoy the show? All right, great.
Always a crowd pleaser, this man.
Okay, I'm
he
not
was,
gonna do
holding,
it
he
too
was
much.
holding his breath for a
Tomorrow,
while.
I'm not casting. I can't deal with this. I'm not casting tomorrow. I can't deal with this.
I kind of want to watch that being turned into like a GIF or like a meme or something. I feel like people can work with that. Someone get on that. But while you're doing that, let us go on to the MVP of the game. And this time it is going to be Stormy on the Valentina, a signature pick that he feels very comfortable on. And well, when you give him ultimates like the Nether Realm and the Decimate to steal, this is just a playground for this man right here.
Yeah, he played this just perfectly from the start to finish. And this is something we talked about even in the draft a little bit, and then once we got to the game. And with something that I guess a lot of the other teams in the wild card could learn from this Valentina MVP performance is that you got to be pretty aggressive. You know, calculated aggression really works out well with a hero like this, and that's what we saw here just from this MVP performance alone.
That's for sure. Let's move on into the highlights here, brought to you by Grab Unlimited, of course, and talk about what happened in that game, because this felt like a little bit of a mix between Game 1 and 2. It was more calculated by SMG, but it had that Game 1 aggression.
So Game 1, they were aggressive for the sake of being aggressive. They didn't actually contest for a lot of objectives, except for the turtle. But this time we can definitely see the biggest difference is that they don't tunnel vision, and the way that they do that is they apply pressure on every single lane. Saksa, if he's down alone at the bottom side of the map, he's not going to rotate. He's going to stay, and he's going to push. Stormy, if he's at the mid, he's not going to rotate, he's going to push. So it looks like in this game, SMG's idea of a good rotation is not to rotate. Just stay in your own lane and let Miko be the only one trying to start a fight anywhere. So he's the only piece moving. Everyone else, stay where you are.
Yep.
I mean, Saksa as well, but still.
Yeah, when you describe it like that, it feels like a very conservative tactic, but when you look at the way that SMG is winning out their lane matchups, you could see just how oppressive this kind of style was. It basically didn't give any opening for Team Falcons to extend any sort of pressure across the map, and by constantly choking out their opponents, Team SMG were finally able to close out the game without giving any chance for Lotric to get up to his Game 1 shenanigans.
And again, how fast that was. You know, we talked about the average game time in about 18 minutes, I think it was. This was 11 here, right? So rather quick game number 3, just kind of fell together, fell in place for Team SMG here.
That is true, and if we look at the buff score again, it's literally Falcons actually got the same number of buffs they did in game number 2. That's how oppressed they were being. And this time, Leo wasn't even on a hero that's easily punishable like the Fanny. He was on Martis, who you typically expect to perform well into tank heroes. That's just how well SMG were making their presence known on the map.
Again, one of the things that really stood out here for me, and maybe you have this thought as well, Lofel, is, you know, even from the past 2 games, Team Falcons, the best thing I feel like they could go back and work on is the objectives. You know, the early objectives here specifically, even the turtles. Now, we have seen teams do all right purposely giving up 3 turtles, but, you know, in this case, and even just throughout the wild card, that's where things kind of stand out, right? You need to be able to contest the early objectives and then transition from there.
And I think SMG understands it as well, because the weakness really is the positioning. You have to position yourself before you want to contest anything. And I kind of feel like that's why they're staying in their own lanes. They're trying to dish out enough damage to them before the fight even begins.
Yeah.
So the way that SMG prepares for it is that they put Falcons in a disadvantageous spot, and Falcons, they might feel pressured to say that we're starting at a disadvantage, but if we don't fight for this, it's going to be game over for us. So it looks like Team SMG, they're putting Falcons in a state of desperation. So I kind of feel like with a little bit more exposure to other regions, the way that they apply the pressure, I kind of feel like Team Falcons will figure out a way to either not being bullied in the laning phase or learn how to play around it.
It does seem like Team Falcons still has a little bit of growing to do here. Because on paper, their draft is very strong. The Matilda so far, 100% win rate, paired with the Faramis, has been performing very well in the competition so far. But perhaps it wasn't just the pressure that Team SMG was putting on them in the Land of Dawn. It may have also been the pressure that they were feeling from the M5 wildcard stage itself, knowing that their ticket to M5 is at risk here. And after that, it becomes very difficult to focus on what you need to come back from such a big deficit in a game like this. We do have to highlight that after this result, Team Falcons, with a heavy heart, we have to announce, are officially out of the run.